joy. I mean, employers, people that are in the position of hire, they want people with joy of life. It takes time. It takes an dose of training. I mean, those are things that some people are born with them, but those are things that you really learn and you put in practice. And after a while doing those, after a while being punctual, then one day you find the joy of being punctual.
Sometimes we make decisions based only on what we have in front of us. That could be a relationship, choosing a friend, changing careers, making decisions in businesses. As much as we can gather information, the closer we are or the more accurate we could be at the time we make a decision. It is important also not to make decisions when we are sad or when we are happy, when we are hungry, upset, disappointed, because those emotions can give us the wrong impression about how we see reality. This program I will dedicate to Gloria. Gloria is a friend, a person who is very dear for to my heart, and she gave me the idea about the topic for today, which is how do we make positive decisions in life. When she asked me or she shared that question, I thought, okay, to whom should I ask? And I thought of Matthias because I really have a great admiration for him. He does such a wonderful service to the community in Oregon. He's an example of person in so many ways. And I thought that this is the perfect person to to talk with. So Matthias Trejo de Dios. He's the Vice President of the Oregon Heritage Commission and founder and director of Instituto de Cultura Oregoniana. Hello, Matthias. Nice to have you here.
Hello, my dear Elizabeth. It's a true pleasure and an amazing opportunity to be here with you. We miss you very much.
And I miss you too. I miss everyone as well. But you are close to my soul, to my heart. And it feels so special that we have this opportunity despite the distance, to share this time together. Really, when young people are questioning or they have to make important decisions. And I'm sure some of them maybe struggle with that question. How do I make positive decisions in my life? Because that will have an impact forever. So what would be your advice or from your learning experience, what would you like to share with our youth in that regard?
Well, that's quite a question. Times that we are living. And probably the answer, no, probably no, surely the answer that I will give today is not even close to the answer that I would be giving a young person 10 years ago. Because as we see, the system is boiling. And I believe, and I think many people can see that we are walking to a new reality. In mathematics, you have the curves, and when the curve goes up and it's at the very top and then it goes down, that point, and when it goes down and there's a point where after that it goes up, those 2 points, they're called inflection points. They divide a past reality from a next reality. So what would I say to a young person of 20, 25, 30 years old, 35, that they should be doing in order to guarantee success in life. And the only thing I can tell them right now probably is we have to go back to the basics. And when I say the basics, I mean basic things that have been done along the history of the humankind, the Egyptian times, 5,000 years ago, in the Roman, in the Aztec realities. Those things, they're invariable, and they work, and they grant success personally and in life, because it's the same one.
Yeah.
What are those things, I believe? Well, again, very simple. Good faith, good mood, very good mood. I mean, take things with a smile. That's a big starting of the day, because things are things, and whatever happened, the smile is up to you. I mean, in the worst case scenarios, a smile can make the difference, to take things, with a stoic behavior, or just be lamenting permanently, oh my God, what's happening to me? Things like punctuality, attention to detail. I was watching a BBC video 2-3 days ago about the first ninja graduate student from Japan.
Wow.
And he was talking about COVID-19 and to be at home, and how his ninja art helped him to start enjoying things like cultivating a little plant, the beauty of breathing fresh air, outside, things that probably if you're in a room surrounded by technology and things from Amazon, but you won't still get as happy as that guy is planting his potatoes and his cucumbers, That's kind of cool. Joy. I mean, employers, people that are in the position of hire, they want people with joy of life.
Yeah.
They want people that bring bad energy.
Yeah.
I know that the young people, they understand when I say bad energy. What do you think?
But yeah. And you know what, Matthias? You just remind me something. Like a couple of years ago, I attended a congress back in Oregon, and the president of the community colleges in that time, he said that industries and businesses were willing to pay the whole education of the youth if they at least could have some soft skills. And he said, what are those soft skills that we're talking about? Being on time at work, finish a task once you begin, work almost without supervision, being honest, and it's everything that you're saying. Go back to our beginnings, or like the core values as human beings. It's so simple, but seems like so hard at the same time, you know?
It takes time. It takes a dose of training. I mean, those are things that some people are born with them, but those are things that you really learn and you put in practice. And after a while doing those, after a while being punctual, then one day you find the joy of being punctual.
Yeah.
I also remember it was like a little cliche clip, but it was done by a general. He said, well, the most important thing you can do in here, or it was an almirant, the most important thing you can do in life is make your bed. What are you talking about? Yeah, wake up and you make your bed. And after you do that for 2 or 3 weeks, then you're going to feel very happy because you have started the day, doing a great thing, which is your bed. And when you finish your day, no matter how bad it is, you're going to have a wonderful, well done bed, that you're going to go. And then it's good things call other good things,
Yeah, and it's so true. And with you, you know, I hear another thing where it says that doing chores at home brings more, opens more the possibility to develop our skills and capacities. As you know, it's much better doing chores at home in a way or value for the employer that some academic education, because help you to develop those survival skills, you know, how to live, how to work as a team, how to serve others, not think only about yourself, and so many basic things that we don't even think about it, but has such an impact in our life, right? And not only to find a job, but to go into a relationship, to live within a community and care about them, or even your family and your friends or your neighbors, right? Life is not only about me, or what I want. At least, I mean, that's how I see life. I don't know how you see.
I concur with you, and I really think that the future may bring us a new step in human evolution. That's
Really,
something that I see young people really looking for. That's what they're looking for, a new step in human evolution. And in order to have that, probably the older generations, they have to understand they cannot mandate
yeah.
their notion of the universe, you know. Sometimes terms like, oh, right or left,
Hmm.
to the young generations, because they feel, and they're right. I mean, why are these people trying to get me in the mind frame of the 19th century when I've seen that their system is not sustainable and it doesn't work for us? So was so we need to get over that. And I have a lot of faith in young people, you know, because I also have to tell them one thing. I mean, in this kind of times when things do change, is also, as you may have heard, time of opportunity.
Yes.
Those inflection points, they bring to new reality where they're virgin
Yeah.
land, where you can start doing new things with new philosophy that will be, for a long time maybe, the new reality. So it's in their hands.
It is indeed. And I think what you just said, you know, giving them the space and their place where they are at, but at the same time, when respecting that, but trying to help them with our experience. And I keep hearing back in my mind, you know, like my son would say, Mom, that was when you lived in your time, lifetime. Not it's not my reality anymore. So when maybe when we have to make decisions in life, having putting in the scale, you know, like our parents or older people experience and learning, and the opportunities that we see as, you know, as part of our new reality, and from our young or their young minds, how they can approach and use those opportunities to grow and to do something that will benefit humankind or their communities.
Right. And even the notion of growing, I mean, they have to develop that. I
Yeah.
mean, growing is not, it cannot be what we understand or what our elders understood as growing, you know? I remember when I was going to elementary school, for example, one of the things they would tell us is that we have to triumph in life.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be a shark in business. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
How wrong was that? How much damage, you know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
If you're not a shark in business, you're not gonna be successful.
Or being competitive
Oh
and
my God!
scared
Oh
of
my
other.
God! How many people, you know, were diagnosed with mental health problems when they were totally normal? They just could not take that kind of reality that
Yeah.
the system were trying to impose on them, you know?
And Matthias, you just mentioned something that is very critical for our friends who are listening to us, who feel like they don't fit in the system. Not to worry about that, because if we feel that we don't fit in the system, doesn't mean that we are not normal. Means we are special. I mean, maybe we have capacities that other people don't have. So don't feel discouraged by that, because I know that is a problem too. You know, when a person cannot go at the same speed the system requires, but they really can do in another ways, and their performance is much greater in another ways.
That's
So,
right.
and don't never underestimate yourself as in your capacities, your abilities as a person. Yeah.
Totally agree.
Okay, we agree in everything then.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Matthias, thank you so much. Would you like to share something else to close this
I'll
episode?
tell you a joke. I'll try.
Okay.
I'll try. I'll try to translate from Spanish, my main language, you know, into English a joke. And this joke is about two friends
Uh-huh.
that they see each other after 30 years, you know, and
Okay.
one of them clearly looks way younger than the other one.
Huh.
So they see each other, they hug, and then the one that looks older, you know, ask the other one, they go, how do you do to look so well and so young? And the other friend say, I do that by not arguing with anyone. That cannot be right. He said, you may be right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You are right, Matthias. I'm going to be younger too. I'm going to follow your advice.
You know, I think there is a deep message in that joke because it's true.
Yeah.
It's a question, you know, of expressing what we have inside of us in a simple and normal way and work together to bring that step in evolution that we talk about, because that's what people and this planet needs. The sooner, the better.
Yeah. And that we
With
are
good
not alone,
intention.
even for a moment. We are together. Thank you for remembering, yeah, that. Well, Matthias, I hope we can have another opportunities to share more learning or life experiences, and that people can subscribe to the channel and follow us and just share with us whatever they have in their hands or in their life going on, because I'm sure every experience that we live is useful for the other people too, not only for our own growth.
Thank you very much.
Thank
It's a true honor and a privilege to be with you, Elizabeth, dear friend. And you know that here in Oregon you have your house and everyone is missing you. And good luck with this program that you're doing. I think something very needed for many people. And I know you and I know your energy. And if you can share that with other people and bring people that can throw light, you know, in these times, that's a great deed.
Thank you. Thank you for being part of this, Matthias, and for all the wonderful work you do in Oregon too, for the community. Thank you so much. And see
Thank
you
you.
soon.
Hasta luego.
Bye. Ciao.